What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prizepicks WNBA player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys 4 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks. As always, if you haven't checked out Prizepicks, would highly recommend you check them out. It is a player props website and app where you can win money off of picking the over and under on things like players' points, assists, rebounds, assists, fantasy score, etc. Go ahead and use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match deposit up to $100 in your first deposit today. Again, that is code KJK DFS. Go to lock that in, get that free money offer. Start winning some money over here on Prizepicks with these picks today, guys. And if you are getting very serious, I do offer premium content packages. Those are linked below in the description. Patreon.com/KJK_DFS. I do offer a WNBA package as well as MLB packages. With the NBA wrapping up, we're going to be grinding MLB, grinding WNBA, so I'm excited for it. And if you enjoy this content, would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. And let's talk about it. So we got a nice slate of games in the WNBA tonight after last night only having 1 game to pick from. We have 3, which is always nice. Makes our life a little bit easier. We can really lock in on the plays we really like. And like I said, I've got 4 of them. So let's talk about it. Pick number 1, we're going to be going with a fan favorite, or personally my favorite. She's been printing us money all season long, and I'm not going to stop targeting her. And that's Breanna Stewart. I like the over 35 fantasy score here for Breanna Stewart. She continues to crush this line. Prizepicks continues to not raise her line. Sue Bird's also listed as questionable in this one, so there's a possibility she gets an even bigger usage bump than she typically does if Bird's not able to suit up in this one. This game comes with a 162 over-under. It is a 7.5-point spread in favor of the Connecticut Sun. I expect them to lean on Stewart very heavily to try to keep them in this game, regardless of whether they win or not. I think Stewart has a big game tonight, and you look at what she does. I mean, 43 fantasy points per game on the season, literally averaging 43. Her line's only set in the mid-30s. Plays massive minutes. She gets a lot of buckets, but the thing is, she will contribute in all the other categories. I mean, I always go with the fantasy score because when a player's out there on the floor for that many minutes, sure, you get the negative for the turnovers, but the blocks and steals, you get 3 points for every one of them. I mean, you could go PRA, you could go points for her as well. I understand. I just always go with the fantasy score for WNBA. It's what I lean, and I think it's an easy over here. I mean, 29 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists for her, 1 steal the time before. She racked up a block and 3 steals. I mean, that'll rack up the fantasy score real quick. She put up 51 in that one. Time before, 32, 11, 2, and 1. But then you get down to these games, you can see she's had some games where she racks up a ton more. I mean, 1 block, 1 steal, 2 steals, 4 blocks, 3 steals, 2 blocks, 6 steals. And that'll hit the over on the fantasy score real quick, even if she's not having the greatest of games scoring-wise, and then she contribute in the rebounding and the assist as well. So I do like the over 35 fantasy score for Breanna Stewart. I've got it projected from a base projection aspect to go out there and put up 41 tonight. So that's going to be pick number 1 of the video. Pick number 2, we're going to be going with another favorite. I think these 2 ladies have become my 2 favorite to lock in every time they take the floor. Once again, just absolutely printing us money, and that's going to be Skylar Diggins-Smith for the Phoenix Mercury. This game comes in with a 170.5 over-under. It's a 5-point spread in favor of the Dallas Wings, so it is expected to be the fastest pace game on the slate as well. And once again, just an absolute fantasy point per minute beast in Skylar Diggins-Smith. I'm going to continue to target her. They've got her line set at 34 over here on Prizepicks. She's been crushing this as well, 38.5 over her last 5. You look at what she's averaging on the season, 35 fantasy points per game, but once again, plays massive minutes similar to Breanna Stewart and contributes all categories. She'll rack up the blocks and steals. She'll score. She'll get rebounds. She'll get assists. I mean, what more could you ask for? 33 minutes last time out. She put up 13, 5, 6, 3 blocks, 1 steal. The time before, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists. Really wasn't the greatest game, but look, 3 blocks, 3 steals, 3 steals the time before that. So once again, plays massive minutes, mid-30s. It got up to 40 in this game against Washington. So there's upside for even more minutes out of her. And a line that's, once again, set too low in my opinion. They still got her set in the mid-30s. I think both these ladies should be up in the upper 30s at least. I've got Skylar Diggins-Smith projected to put 39 from a base projection aspect. We'll gladly continue to target her. Like the over 34 fantasy score for Skylar Diggins-Smith. Pick number 2 on the video. Pick number 3, we're going to be rocking with Renee Howard. Prizepicks has her line once again set too low over here as far as I'm concerned. 26.5 fantasy score for her. You look at what she's been doing over her last 4. She's averaging 28.1. Has hit this in 4 of her last 5. You look at how she contributes her fantasy point per minute on the season. She's putting up 30.74 fantasy points per game on the season. You look at her game logs here, what we're rocking with her. You can see last time out, she only played 22 minutes and still had a huge game with 1 block, 3 steals, 2 assists, 5 rebounds, 14 points. But the times before she's playing, 30-plus minutes, it becomes even easier to really want to target her. 25, 3, 5, 1 block. In this one, you can see 11, 6, 1 block, 3 steals. In this one, 16, 5, 1, 2 steals. Once again, plays massive minutes. We'll get you the peripherals as well that we like when we're targeting fantasy score. Sure, she can get buckets, but I mean, you don't have to rely on that when you're targeting the fantasy score, which I really do like. And once again, line that's set too low over here as far as I'm concerned. 26.5. I've got her projected to go up there and put up 32 tonight in my projection model. So I think she clears the over. He clears this line very easily. So pick number 3, Renee Howard. And pick number 4, last pick on the video, we're going to be rocking with another favorite of mine. She's quickly become one of my favorites. That's going to be Brianna Jones. I like the over 24 fantasy score for her. Playing for Connecticut, she does come off the bench, but when she comes off the bench, she produces at a very high rate. 162 over/under in this one. I do not worry about whether they start or not when it comes to a player, where her line's set, how quickly she produces. And you look at her last 5, she's averaging 31.7 over her last 5. 24 fantasy score when she's averaging in the 30s. We'll gladly take the over here. You look at what she does as far as, once again, how she contributes to this fantasy score. What is she relying on? Is she too scoring reliant? Does she pick up the blocks and steals? Well, she's really good at racking up the points and rebounds for the most part. I mean, that's how she gets you there. She'll get you points, she'll get you rebounds, and those add up real quick. Blocks and steals will occur here and there, but with the limited minutes she plays, we're not really relying on that quite as much as these other players. But keep in mind, her line's a lot lower. So you can see 12, 6, 3, and 1 steal, 20 points, 5 rebounds the time before, 18 points, 9 rebounds the time before, 21 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 3 steals the game before. So once again, I mean, the blocks and the steals would be fantastic. Hopefully we can come by them. But she is consistent in contributing to these multiple categories. She'll rack up the assists as well, mostly relying on the points, rebounds. But, I mean, when you score and you rebound like she does and where her line's set, that's a recipe for success when you're only set at 24 fantasy score over here on Prizepicks. So I do like the over 24 fantasy score for Brianna Jones, and that is my 4 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks in the WNBA tonight, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. If you haven't checked out the premium content packages, go ahead and check those out. Link below in the description. Patreon.com/KJK_DFS. And if you haven't signed up for Prizepicks, sign up today. Use that promo code KJKDFS to receive an instant match deposit up to $100 on your first deposit. Best of luck on your props tonight, guys, and we will see you in the next one.